All right, what's up, everyone, and welcome. There's some sound in the background here. Let me get that out of the way. All right, welcome, everyone.
Whoop,
Hope you guys are doing
let's go.
good. Did you hear that sound in the background, by the way, Alex?
No, I
Before we
didn't.
started.
No, no,
All right, all
didn't.
right.
No sound in
So
the background.
all
Sounds
right,
pretty
so
good.
let's just ignore that. If you're watching the replay, you can skip this part. All right, so today we have a very exciting episode, a very exciting session because we do have this is the 8th anniversary for the 5ers officially. Is it today? Like, is it today or this
It is
week? Yeah,
today.
like what's
Yeah,
the? Oh wow, amazing! So
eighth
it's the 5ers'
anniversary of the
birthday.
Fivers. Yeah, it's the birthday of the
Amazing,
Fivers. Gil founded the
and
Fivers 8 years ago today.
that's really cool. That's really cool. So it's 8 years of helping people really live their dream and become consistently
Being yeah,
profitable and
being
getting
being a
funded.
part of every trader's journey. That's the Fivers mission statement, and I think we have done that successfully, and we will continue to do that as we go along. So yes,
Yeah, and
very exciting.
also
Exciting thing.
8 years of a beautiful, beautiful community. I've been here since the beginning of January, longer, before in the community, and this is just a fantastic community. You guys are awesome. The comments, everyone in the section, absolutely amazing. All right, you see in the scrolling text, the banner here at the bottom, you say that we have 10% off on all programs for the next 48 hours. And we also have some massive, massive giveaways going on. So what I want you guys to do, everyone who's watching this live and everyone who's watching the replay, because you probably have time, you go to the5ers.com/8th anniversary, just like it says here in the banner. You go there, you sign up and get ready for the giveaways. And if you're waiting to get that program, now's the time. And not only do we have that giveaway and the 10% off, we're actually doing the ordinary giveaways that we do here every day in the live trading room, where you are getting. So when we hit 250k likes, we will give away one bootcamp, and then at 500 likes, we will give away two 250k bootcamps, and then at 750 we give away three 250k bootcamps. And one quick thing on that, I see that we got some comments here on 250k, and you don't have to comment anything. We will let you know when it's time to comment the secret word, and when it's time, you'll know. So there's no need to spam the comments, because we want to make sure that we get all the good questions as well. All right,
Yep.
so I think I covered everything there. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just a quick thing here. Yesterday, I promised that today we were going to talk about how to create a trading system. And obviously, as you can hear from my sexy voice here, not feeling the best here. So I'm hoping that we can do that tomorrow. If I'm feeling better, I'll do
Yep.
a sort of presentation tomorrow, talk about how to develop a system. Today, we're gonna go through some charts here. I'm gonna show you two open trades that I have currently. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my backtesting session here from the morning and my trading in January. And then Alex is just gonna do his thing.
Questions and everything. Yeah, questions. Just
Yeah.
put them in the chat if you've got any questions for Jonathan or me. Saul will be in a bit as well. Then mark them in, and then obviously I will make sure they get read out, and we will do the giveaway later as well. But make sure you're here, because otherwise you're going to miss it, and you only get one chance to get it.
Yes. All right, beautiful. So first trade I want to show you guys, the first one I have open. And I'm gonna apologize in advance. I'm probably gonna be coughing a lot, so I'll have to mute the microphone. Hopefully I'll have good timing on that. So this is NCD CAD, New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar, and so I got a short signal this morning. Well, not morning, around lunch, so at 11 my time, and you see it's a fairly, in my opinion at least, it's a fairly good level here. So let's see if I can make some drawings here. So you got a level going through right here. So obviously, like, you could have seen this as a range, something like that. And then we broke the range lows, and we're now coming up and retesting those range lows. Now, obviously, looking at the current candle, it's not looking too good. It's not looking like the the best setup at this point, but you kind of see how you have that trend line. You know, you got this possible trend going right here, and that's the market structure part. That's the price action part of this trade, and always, you know, that's always going to be in focus. So if I do get a signal that doesn't align with the overall market structure, obviously that's not gonna be a trade. But what I like about this one is the fact that it did hit the reload zone here. We closed below the 50. We got the moving averages here. Everything looks good, and that's when I decided to actually market enter on that candle. And my TP is gonna be the weekly open. So this is just a trade where I'm thinking that this move will continue to the downside, offer a break and retest the range lows, and then for a move down to the weekly open. I have a very wide stop loss on this one, as you guys can see. It's only a 1 hour trade, and I like to have a very wide stop loss because then if price starts moving up here, I can exit up here, you know. And if we have like a big wick like this, I'm thinking it's gonna get rejected at the monthly open. So yeah, I'm trying to, you know, have a very wide stop loss, and the reason why I'm going back a little bit to the swing trading. So let me know in the chats, by the way, guys, if you're a swing trader or a scalper. I would love to know. Good morning, Ralph. Hope you're doing good. It's fine. Day is it? Tuesday.
I just hit the take profit on gold. So your boy just got
What are
that
we waiting
slam
for? What are
dunk.
we waiting for, man? I need to see that right now.
Oh yeah. Well, it just got into, so obviously pound has been killing me all day. I lost about 1 hour on pound today, and then I saw gold was kind of ranging a bit, but this kind of price action here where it broke above the EMAs, tested the 50 EMA, and then continued. It's just the bread and butter setup that I normally do. I entered a little bit late, but I took it up to the 50 EMA, the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. So that's, you know, that's all it is.
I like that. I like it. So
super simple.
What was the EMA you had as targets there?
So I got the 200 EMA on the 15-minute, and then you've got the 21 and the 50 EMAs as well. Those are the EMAs that I use just constantly. Use them for support and resistance, dynamic support and resistance lines. I normally use them, you know, instead of a lot of people use EMAs for, let's say they get in once the EMAs cross. I don't do that. I think a lot of people make that mistake. What I use the EMAs for is mostly when price action crosses EMAs. So let's see on this area here, when you see price action, basically you see all of this price action here, and you can see it's not breaking all of these prior lows. For me, that's an indication that all of these players here have been taking out. It's chopped everybody up here, which pound did today, chopped me up for a little bit, and it's pushed up of these EMAs. For me, that's a sign of a little bit more strength, that it actually wants to push upwards. So all I did was take, obviously, the fib, which I'll get a fib because we all like using fibs, onto the high. You can just see it's just absolutely perfect. I got into a little bit late because I was looking at pound at the time. But as soon as I saw that it was continuing from that fib level, that was for me. I'll just take in the extra risk, and I will got back in. But that's it. And normally the 200 EMA, it can push through, but most of the time, which I've seen, it's going to come a bit of a wall. You're going to hit the wall, and then it's going to come down, and maybe if price is strong enough, it will come down and then push back up above it. But you're always going to come across these walls with the 200 moving average price, and that could be on the 4 hour, it could be on the 15-minute. But you know, moving averages are fantastic. Oh, that was 4 hour 200 EMA, you know, to the pip basically. But yeah.
I want to cover this question. I saw this question in the chat. And by the way, Alex, I'm absolutely with you with that, with using, you know, the different EMAs as like dynamic, horizontal support and resistance. And just like you said, like sometimes it's going to break through, but usually there will be some type of reaction, right? And I mean, it's all about, it's all about how often does it get rejected, and like how often does that work,
Mhm.
in the long run.
Yeah, it
So
also
this,
depends if it's the first time, that EMA has been hit for a long time. Like, let's say if
yeah.
you're during this move here, the first time that this EMA is being hit, so I don't expect that it's going to go straight through straight away. That's why I would put my take profit around those areas. If it was hitting the 200, it's like a level. If it keeps getting hit, eventually that level is going to break. So the same thing here.
Yeah, so this question right here, if you see your setup on multiple pairs at the same time, you have something that's called, at least what I call, double exposure. So if you have a short, you find a short on your USD, and maybe let's say you find a short on Euro USD and a long on Euro JPY. That would basically mean you're taking the same type of trade on USD. You're shorting. No, you're not. But you have double exposure on USD. So what I'm saying is, if you have two pairs, including that have included USD, and you take the same type of setup on both of those two pairs, you basically have double exposure, which means, if one of the trades work out, the other one is most likely going to work out as well if they're correlated to each other. So what you're going to do in that case is just, you got to just divide risk up into, between those two. So here, for example, I have, if I look at, GBP, GBP AUD here, for example. So when I found this GBP USD trade right here, and then obviously it wouldn't be possible to find a trade on this one because it moved very, very differently. But if I did find a long here on GBP USD and GBP AUD, I would divide my 1% risk up into two different setups, basically, so that one gets stopped out. If both get stopped out, I will view it as one trade. Bro, I used 200 EMA for, well, okay. That, right, here we go. The 200 EMA for taking trades and 50 EMA as confirmations. Yeah, whatever works. I mean, whatever works. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to indicators in trading, I don't think it's the thing, with indicators is, it's not like people say, don't use indicators in trading. I mean, why wouldn't you want to use indicators in trading? But I think the important part is,
Yeah.
don't rely on indicators, right? Don't you can't, like this, the indicator that I have here, like very few of these signals are actually good signals. Like it's probably like I'm the only one who really knows, which of these signals I should take, because I know my system. So if if anyone else would be trading with this indicator, it's like, probably 90% of these signals are bad, but the ones that are good is where I have my edge, because the signals are based on my entry triggers, but not, it doesn't mean it happens in the right area. So the question is, like, does your indicators align in the right area? And with the right area, I'm usually talking about the right level in whatever market structure you're trading in.
Your candles are an indicator as well. Look, at the end of
Yeah.
the day, everything's an indicator. All you're seeing is a way of assessing and seeing data. That's all it is. So if you've got the stochastics, that's just showing you data in a different visual, So if anybody
Yeah,
says, "Oh,
definitely.
indicators this, indicators that," well, at the end of the day, tell them to get rid of all their candles and just look at, numbers, just numbers coming down the screen, because that's everything's an indicator. Is what works for you is the best thing to use. If you like using different types of indicators that give you a better visual of what price is actually doing, then go for it. If you like to have just the candlesticks, which is the indicator, Japanese candlesticks, then use that. If you want to use Heikinashi, use that. There's no right or wrong answer. And for people pushing right and wrong answers on people, like people pushing certain ways of trading, it might work for them, but it might not work for you. So
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's all about finding the thing that works for you, that works for your personality and your trading style. I have found something that works very, very, good with, for me, and the system that I have and swing trading and basing it on the 4 hour and the higher time frames. And my weakness is my biggest weakness is not sticking to that, because I don't like I want to be a day trader. I want to be a scalper. I like I really want to, so I'm trying to like get into the lower time frames, but I know that really where I'm the best is swing trading. So I always kind of fall back on that. Year after year after year, I've had like a couple of months in a year where I tried to day trade. I tried to trade on lower time frames, but I always come back to the swing trading. I wanna talk about this NCD CHF trade that I entered. I was in this yesterday on yesterday's live stream, and I remember talking with Waldo how I saw this double bottom right here, and how we talked about like he was short as well, targeting this level below. And I remember saying like I don't think it's gonna drop to this level, because with that double bottom and that the W structure right here, if we break above the neckline of that W, I think we are potentially seeing a break of structure. So if you look at this trend right here, you have another area where we had a potential break of structure, and that was when this downtrend broke and we started forming an uptrend. So right here we have a higher high, a higher low, and then a higher high. So this could very easily have been an uptrend, and we're seeing a similar pattern here where we have equal lows, W structure, and price is kind of like breaking and retesting the neckline of the W, and now we're getting that move to the upside. So when I see this, and this is also a reason why I'm not supposed, this is also like a mental based error. This is where I didn't follow the plan. I didn't follow my system. My system tells me to take profit here. That's my TP area. I did enter here. I should have taken profit here. If I did that, I didn't have to, exit at a loss here. I went through my results. I back tested January, and I saw that over 10 trades in January, I had a 70% win rate and a 5.3 R in back testing. So usually what I do is at the end of every month, when I do my monthly journal review, I also back test that month, and I then compare the back testing results with the journal. And I found that in January, the backtesting result was much better than my live trading. So I had to go and look at the trades, and obviously the problem was, not following the plan, the plan that I set up and the thing that I've backtested. And that's why I kind of got this realization that, I'm supposed to take these trades. These are the trades I'm supposed to be taking. Very simple and easy ones. I'm not supposed to, go into lower time frames and overcomplicate things. And I think a lot of you can relate to this. When you really start to make things complicated and you try, you just try too much to become profitable, that never really ends well in my opinion, or in my experience. Kind of have to, take it easy, go with the flow, just do whatever the markets tell you to do, right?
There was somebody who asked, how do you handle your emotions as fear and greed during trading, and what advice do you have to maintaining discipline?
Yeah, okay, so I view it as I have a mental scale. Okay, so I have like a mental balance, and you could view it as you have this scale where on one side you have the negative emotions, and then on the other side you have positive emotions. Your goal as a trader is to think in terms of probabilities and stay neutral. You want to stay neutral, and you want to really think about, probabilities, not, right or wrong or stuff like that. So when you go into a trade and you feel like that emotional balance is offset, if you're feeling, too many strong negative emotions or too many strong positive emotions, you have to reset that that balance, that emotional scale before you trade. And a good way to do that is to take a step back, close down the chart, do some meditation or whatever. For me, meditation works really good. I'm, meditate every morning for 10 minutes. That kind of gets me, in that balanced flow state of mind. Other might, go to the gym, have a, I got my gym here outside the office. So when I feel like there's just a lot of emotions, do like an hour workout session, and that really, balance things out. So I think that should be your goal, because you're always going to be, you're always going to feel fear and greed and all of these emotions. I think what's important is, if you don't want those emotions to affect your trading negatively, make sure you're not trading when you are feeling those, high emotions. So remember, before you go into trade, like this one, for example, AUD JPY, I get the signal and I'm like, before I enter the orders, I ask myself, what's my emotional state of mind? I try to identify my emotions. If I'm feeling stressed, or if I'm fearful or whatever, I'm not going to take the trade, because that's my mental edge. That's my brain telling me that, wait a minute, that's something wrong here. I have to take a step back and figure that out and reset my emotional balance. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, and I can add to it is one of the big things is just being aware of what you're actually feeling. Like, you can feel, we talked about this a lot yesterday, and the fact is, when you start to feel a certain emotion, if you don't want to stop trading, then at least with the understanding that you're feeling a certain emotion, then you should use a bit more of dynamic risk management. So for instance, if you're used to using 1% on all of your trades, for instance, and at the end of the week you've made 5%, okay, but now you're starting to feel really confident, you've made 5%, you think you're the absolute bomb, your strategy is the best, and now you see this last setup on a Friday that you want to take, and you want to put 3% on. Now those trades are the ones that more than often don't actually work out, because sometimes you're looking at the charts through the eyes of this overconfident person. So if you start to feel that you're getting that overconfidence, then maybe it's best to actually, instead of doing 1%, instead of doing the 3%, maybe do 0.5%. But it comes with, unfortunately, it comes with doing the same mistake a lot of times, for you to then to start to feel, okay, now I'm feeling that weird feeling that I do every time I lose all of my money from the week. And it's a feeling that you have to realize, but it comes, but it's not easy. Trading is not easy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've heard about the saying, you go on tilt, and it's commonly used when playing poker, but now it's coming quite common in when we talk about trading as well. And I think it's like a perfect, it kind of sums it up, where if you easily go on tilt, and if you know that because sometimes I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take this trade. It's like, I know it's a bad trade, but I'm just gonna take it. I mean, you get that feeling, and you take the trade anyway. You get the signal, and this is not the perfect trade, but I know I'm gonna take it anyway. Like, there's something weird going on mentally, where it's like you're trying to justify taking that trade anyway. And if you know that you're about to do stupid shit like that, you cut that risk in half. So your ability to lower the risk in those scenarios will be what probably helps you keep the account and not lose it. Because we all go on tilt, we're humans.
Happened to me yesterday when I punted that pound-dollar trade. I think it was just a scalp, but instead of, I know it was a punt, and I was getting itchy fingers. We were waiting for so long to trade. We were waiting for 2 hours and nobody was trading.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna punt this. I've got a little bit of a punt. Instead of putting my normal 1% risk on, because I'm doing the challenge at the moment for the 5ers, instead of doing that, I did a quarter of what I would put on, 1/4%. And I knew that if I lost that is fine. It doesn't affect me. It's not going to do any damage to the account. And I've actually just put on that trade, because sometimes everybody has this kind of feeling like maybe it comes from the dopamine rush that they have of trading, which sometimes people say it's really, really bad, and it can be detrimental to your trading. But if you need to get it out, instead of holding it in, put the trade on, but put the trade on with something that is not going to blow your account, something that's not going to harm your next trading. Because if you over leverage on that trade and you lose that trade, then you're going to revenge to try and get that money back. But if you don't, if you carry on.
Yeah, so I think I mean, very very good point, but I also think it's important to remember that the goal in your trading career is to not take those trades, because the difference between a good trader and a great trader is that the great trader, they don't take those trades. They have learned to, you know, distance themselves from those emotions, and they do, you know, other stuff than to take those trades. I would say that 2 years ago, today, you know, I have to admit I do take some of those trades sometimes, but 2 years ago that was like way worse. I'm like I feel like every year I'm getting better and better with that, and that's also because I now know, because I've been trading, you know, trading in the zone and in the flow for like many times. I know what that feels like, and I want to get that feeling. I want to have that, you know, the balanced and relaxed and the, you know, the effortless way of trading. And I know like exactly what that feels like. And I feel like right now at this very moment today, I'm in that, you know, flow state of mind. I see a lot of trades, I see possible opportunities to make money, but I know that they're not 100% perfect. And that's why I've taken, you know, one trade yesterday, one trade this morning, and I know that I'm probably not going to enter any more positions today because I'm not really seeing anything. And that for me is to be in the zone. When I'm not in the zone, I look for opportunities constantly, and I want to trade all the time. I want to get in new positions all the time, every day. And that's not what I'm about. That's not my personality. So it's very important for you to find that your zone, you know, like Mark Douglas talks about in trading in the zone. You need to understand what's your zone, like where do you function from that probabilistic mindset. And for me, that's moving very slowly in the market. For some, it's, you know, getting in and out quick. It works really good for some. For me, that's because at that point I start being impulsive. This is a great comment. This is a great comment right here. I like this one. Chill. You don't have the right to 250k. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna get anything from writing 250k. Like that was last week. So you will know what to write, and you will know when to write it. And don't forget, guys, I know we have a lot of new people in here. Don't forget about the 5ers 8th anniversary, where we have 10% off on all programs for the next 48 hours. And we also have planned some massive giveaways. All you have to do is to go to the URL in the scrolling text below me. Go to the5ers.com/8th anniversary, sign up, and you'll be able to part of
it
the
it should be in the description of this live, actually. So go into the description, you should find it. Then you can just you can sign up there.
Yes. All right, guys. If you guys are in any trades right now, let me know.
Well, I've actually put on another trade to see if we can get the continuation up to break that 4 hour EMA, but I've put on a tenth of what I would normally risk. So I'm only risking $300 because I've already made the money up from today. So I don't really want to be putting on the same amount of risk if I'm already up. But let me pop in the screen. Let's get rid of these. You see, I had that reaction on that 200 EMA, and the first reaction always, especially it's on a fresh level since the big drop. So you see, this 200 EMA hasn't been touched at all. So I was expecting to have a little bit of a reaction, but We'll see. We'll see what happens. God, I hate. Sometimes I love and I hate MT5. I'm just trying to move it back to. There you go. Perfect. But it's quite rangy, so it could possibly just come all the way back down. It could just take all of these lows out here and then just go back all the way up and just literally range for the rest of the session. So that's why I've put on a small amount of risk instead of just putting on a full R.
I think that makes sense though. I mean, there's definitely like the whole, I mean, it kind of looks like somewhat of a range, but the characteristics of that range is definitely bullish. I mean, you do have,
Yeah.
if you kind of zoom out and you look at the, if you look at the range, you'll actually see that it has, like with the higher highs, it has that
Yeah.
bullish characteristics. What's the, so what you you're on the 15 minute here. What if you go out to the like the 4 hour? What happens with the
So the 4
with the
hour,
trend?
the 4 hour, we're in it. We're still in a range. So we're at
Yeah.
the bottom of the range. In all fairness, look.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I tell you what, I'm gonna.
Empty
There you go.
MetaTrader is
It's
it is what it is.
I like it because it's simple, but sometimes it can be a little bit clunky. So
Some
obviously,
people are really good at it though.
yeah.
I've
Something like
seen
everything,
some
you know?
people, you know, do you know, explain like some advanced trading concept and they're using MetaTrader and it's all fast and it looks good. I think it's just you gotta get used to it. But yeah, I mean, trading view
Yeah.
is good.
But
So
there you go.
what-
We're at the bottom of the range. If you look on the 4 hour, it's hit
Yeah.
the bottom. You know, it's been ranging for a few days. Obviously, come
Yeah,
back.
that's a good
maybe
that's a
few
good take
days,
profit level as well.
About a week. It's been just ranging. So it's come down here, hit the bottom of the range, instantly had. That's quite an impulsive candle. Continued up, hit the 200 EMA, come back in, and some people may say that's like a, I don't know what they say, is like a fair value gap or whatever they call it in ICT. Not too sure what they call it. I don't even know if that's an actual fair value gap, but I'm assuming so. Like, because you hear it. So many of our traders, they trade ICT, so that's what they call it. You know, a fair value gap or something like that. What I would probably say is that it's 50 fib.
I haven't
close.
studied the ICT, but I think I kind of have to because everyone is talking about it. You know,
talking
everyone
about it,
trades ICT, so I feel like I kind of have to. I have to start studying the concepts to
understand what people are
to
talking
kinda-
about.
Yeah, and have exactly. I gotta understand what fair value gaps is like. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
I do like.
these-
There's a.
These are what I used to. I used to love these kind of double bottoms or W's and M's. Double tops, double bottoms, and getting into these. I haven't traded them for so long though. Putting a level
They're
down.
so
and then
reliable, man. I think they're really
super
reliable.
good.
Yeah, I mean the W, and then like you have the neckline of the W or the resistance,
Yeah.
and you want to like go long and break and retest of that one.
Yeah,
They're very
yeah.
reliable.
I used to love trading that way. I don't know why. I don't know why I stopped doing that.
I actually have there's a question here, and I want to pop up my chart here and show a technique that I use when getting like sniper entry. So NCD CAD is actually a good example of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to a clean chart. Do I have that? Let's see. Clean. So we have NCD CAD. If we can remove some stuff here. Right, so this is NCD CAD here. I can remove indicator and everything is to make it clean. So this here is how I usually try to get a low time frame entry on a swing trading setup. So I think for me, one of the best ways that I try to get a low time frame entry or that sniper entry is I want that high time frame bias. So here we have, with that bearish candle, we have like a swing setup, and well, I guess, yeah, let's just call it a swing setup. So what I do then is I get that swing setup, and now what I want to do is, so I'm putting my fib on from that high to this low. And now I want to go into the 15 minute, and I want to put the same type of fib, but from that high to that low, and then I want to enter inside the reload zone with stops here and the same target. It's gonna be the same setup, but much tighter entry. So now we're going to the 15-minute, and yeah, this is pretty much perfect. So the move that I'm gonna fib here is from that high, not the extreme, right? Because you have one move here, another move here, and then another move here, and this is the high of the move that broke the market structure. So if you add the fib from this high to that low, where do we get the rejection? We get it right inside the reload zone. The exact same setup. You got the bearish engulfing candle closing below the 50, and it's just the 50 and the high time frame 50. It's all aligning here. So in this case, I can do this. Entry right here, stop loss above the reload zone, and then TP, same level, all the way down here. Now this is, instead of 1 hour trade, this is a 5.6. So you see, it's the same, almost the same entry as, you know, the swing trade right here, but the stop loss is much wider. Now the reason why, you know, you might ask, like, why didn't you take this trade? Well, the reason why I didn't take this trade is because this requires me to be very active. Because if I get something like this, well, that's a double bottom, and I want to get out. I need to get out of this trade if, you know, if I get this. Now in this trade, I can wait several hours before making a decision. So it's all about, well, actually the trade, the TP on this one should be at the weekly open. It's going to be a 4-hour trade, but still 4 times bigger than the swing trade. So that's how I try to get the sniper entries, and then you can of course go lower, like into the, you know, the 5-minute, but I think you'll have to wait for that breakdown anyway. But I'd say that this in my opinion is a good way to go get those entry. And also if you have, like, you might want to, you know, if you're watching the replay, whatever, you might want to just copy these settings. So the reload zone is the area between the 0.618 and the 0.786.
Spammers are getting kicked off, by the way. Sorry, Jonathan. Just had to say that.
No worries. So that's the reload zone. The 50 is not included in the reload zone. That's just the confirmation level, if you will. So going back to the double bottom scenario. And guys, you can check this out. This has actually works very well. When you get a double bottom inside the reload zone like this, and you then want to go like in a break and retest, and a lot of times you'll see that the 0.618 is on that level. When you find this, it works really well. Actually, you know, let's see if we can find an example here in this trend right here. Well, I think, all right, so let's go. That fib right here. And it's not a double bottom, but this is on the 5-minute. You get a, like, the good confirmation here. So this system is like universal. It works on all time frames because it's all about market structures. You see price having that uptrend, broke down, rejection inside the reload zone, 50% right here confirmation level, stops above the reload zone, and TP down here. Nice. It actually works quite often. And now if this would have been the 15-minute, a lot of times you'll see that a 15-minute bearish engulfing might actually be a double, like a double top formation here. So here you almost had that M structure where you would have had something like this, and you would then want to have either like sell orders right below or wait for that break and retest. Very simple stuff, but works surprisingly often. And then like, and this is, I think this is, you know, quite normal in TA, because, you know, we all know that markets trend. We don't have to know why they trend, but they do trend. And looking at the behavior of that trend and the market structure of that trend, it's quite easy to see that when the trend is broken and when market structure is broken, you'll usually see, you know, a new move or a new potential trend forming. So all in all, it's quite simple. But the problem, why most people can't get this to be profitable, is because they're trying to make it much more advanced than it has to be, right? So I think we all kind of have to, if we want to be really good traders, we kind of have to take a step back and focus on the advanced stuff. And the advanced stuff, that's, you know, trading, that's the mentality part. That's the hard stuff, the difficult stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're busy reading the comments.
No, I looked at pound, and it was actually funny because the guy earlier said you see two setups that you like, and you obviously mentioned you're not going to put all the risk on just the same risk on both. So you're not going to put, let's say, 1R on both, like 1% and then another 1%, because that means you're 2% against the dollar, let's say. So I'm just looking at pound. I just put one lot on long towards a 15 EMA. Let's see if we can get to there, because the price action on pound looks quite good, just to push up a little bit more.
Maybe you can show your chart here.
Literally the same type of thing, you know. It hit. Obviously, we had this leg down. It stalled. It hasn't continued lower. Taking the fib from here, you can see that it's this area was the 50 to 50 fib, and you can see prices come back in, hit that area, bounced out, come back to retest it, pushed back out. Now it is a little bit choppy, but let's see if we can follow it to the 15 EMA, because this hasn't been, that 15 EMA I don't think has been hit since last week. So obviously you had all of this price action since all of this yesterday. The 15 EMA hasn't been hit, so I like to look at them as a little bit like magnets as well. Price is always trying to go back to these average prices. A lot of algos are always coded in you know, fibs and things like that, because it's very easy to code an algo with these numbers. So that's why I like using fibs and why I like using EMAs.
Yeah, it's like I guess what you're talking about is like that mean reversal.
Yeah, basically, exactly.
Yeah, and I think that definitely makes sense. And yeah, you'll see
Especially
prices
on Forex.
keeps. Yeah, but yeah, I kind of like that setup. I mean, you have that EMA up there, and you see, you know, that there is. It's definitely, you know, finding support, and I think. I mean, I'm looking at this and.
Gold's probably that's on a 5 minute on gold. Let's have a look at the 15 minute. So the same thing, basically, if you looked at gold, how it was, it's very similar to the pound. It's come back, it's hit a certain area, it hasn't broken the lows, it's stalled a little bit, and then it's gone to reach its 15 EMA. The only thing that I'm doing differently with gold now is that I'm trying to push further than the EMA, which, to be honest, you're trying to push a trade through a resistance level is probably not the smartest of things to do. But again, because I know these trades are maybe a little less probable because the move already towards the 15 EMA has happened, that's why I'm taking smaller risk. And then with this is kind of a bread and butter move that I like. So that's why when I went on pound and I saw it again, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get on the pound trade as well.
Right, let's see if we have any questions here. Yeah, so I think what I do is there's in the meta. So I got two ways.
I can
that,
do.
So,
yeah, I've got a fast way as well. Like
yeah, so the way I do it is I got first I had the position calculator in TradingView, and then also in MetaTrader there's a EA called Position Size Calculator. It's free. Just Google MetaTrader 5 Position Size Calculator and get that one. It's really good. It has like you just enter the percentage of the trade, and then you just press, you know, you enter entry, stop loss, and TP, the percentage of risk, and press enter, and then you just enter the orders. with the right loss sizes. So I think that's. But you had another way of doing it.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't think it's just a way. Obviously, you just look at the pips. Obviously, let's say you only want to risk $200. So where the price I'm getting in, I know if I put in one lot, it's going to be 185 risk that I'm putting on there. So I know roughly how much I'm going to lose. If I want the exact amount, I'm just going to pull up my calculator, do 200 divided by the pips from my entry to my stop loss, then divide by the contract size, and that will give you the amount of lots that you have to put on if you want to be exactly accurate. But that, it takes like 2 seconds to do it if you want to do it like that.
Actually, let's see if I can find that one.
Let me just, where's my calculator? Just put it up here. Okay, I can't pull it up because it's oh yeah, you see
it's
But that's the easiest way. If you want a roundabout how much instead of like the exact, if you know one lot is $10, and obviously it's 18 pips away, then that's going to cost you $180 for that trade if your stop loss is 18 pips away from your entry. That's roughly your 2%.
I'm using this one. I just googled the position size calculator MT5, and so this is the one I use. It's really nice. You just press, enter your entry orders to stop loss TP, and then right here you just enter the percentage, and then you press, enter orders, and then it calculates everything for you. It's really easy to use and quick. So without this one, I would have trouble with MT5, honestly. I need a quick way of calculating my position. So this is a really good one. So
maybe I could just calculate the position size on screen for people that want to do it just like the way that I normally do. Just see if it actually helps.
Yeah.
Let's have a go.
I think your screen is gone. All right, there it is.
Okay. Okay. Let's pull my calculator up.
Look, that's a W right there. Break and retest of the
Exactly.
W.
Yeah, it's perfect examples. So there you go, 175, and the point is 17 points away. So all I'm going to do, where's my calculator? If I want to risk, let's say I only want to risk 175. So I'm risking that pips away is 17.5 pips. It's going to come up with 10. Divide that by 10 because that's the contract size of, the pair that I'm trading. And there you go. You've got your one lot, and then you can just put in your one lot right there, and then it works. And you can do that in literally like 10 seconds. It's super easy. Let's say if we wanted to risk right now, 635, okay? Divide by 17.5 equals 3.6. So, you're just 36. You obviously remove the decimal point in your head. So, 3.6 is what you're putting there. So you really don't have to calculate. You just do one calculation, move the decimal point in your head, stick it in MT5, and then boom, you're in the trade and you're doing it market entry before anything.
But yeah, that's actually very
I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Because for me, it makes sense because I use market orders all the time. So I literally just bang, 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 and I'm in a trade straight away.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, I don't know. Like I like to have I always used to position size calculator in MT5 and in trading views. I think that's just but man, GBP it's this is looking pretty good. I'm actually looking at it myself, and I think I'm gonna show you here. So we have you're looking at the lower time frames, but this is on the 4 hour, and there's actually like a really good level up here.
Like bottom of the range retest.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I think if you can front run that level, like maybe here, that would be. I think it's. I mean, I guess it's likely that it'll hit that level. I think it looks pretty good.
Let's see. You know, everything can change in.
It might
10
actually align
minutes.
with your profit target here as well.
My profit target is 12592.
Yeah, so this is this is 2590.
Okay, so it's a little bit. Yeah. You just
But I
move
think
it
this
down.
looks good.
Move it down a little bit.
And you know, if you look, if you add the fibs here, this you can. I have the, if you add the. Let's see, you got this one. So this is pretty cool because it's gonna align with the extension fibs here as well. So look at that.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
So yeah, this
beautiful.
is perfect. I mean, I got that top to bottom, and then it's like breaking retest of the neckline, and that neckline is the 50% of the move.
Bread and butter right there.
Yeah, this is what I like to call like the reload zone to reload zone, but it's not really perfect, but it's,
Yeah,
you know, looking really good.
In and out. Don't want to be holding on to these trades too much because, to be fair, I think let's have a look what on the bigger time frames. No, we had a massive push down on pound. So let's have a look. Let's have a look on the gold as well. What's happening with the gold? What do you think of gold, Jonathan?
Gold.
Do you want to do an analysis on gold?
Yeah, let's go. I'll gotta remove some stuff here. Some stuff. Right, so okay, so first of all, like when I see looking at the 4 hour here, it's just this is it's very messy, and it's been messy for all of January. I see someone's moving down in our studio. Got a beautiful face right there. Who could it be? Who could it be?
I wonder. Do you know what? While he goes, I'm going to go to the little boys' room, I think. So I'll leave you.
Yeah.
The little boys' room. So we add him in.
Let him be there.
All right, guys. Dun, 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 dun. I'll be back in a minute.
Where's the music, Alex? Where's the music, Jonathan?
We got music.
On.
Can't you hear it? Is it only me? Because then we have a problem.
Nah. I can hear it as well.
I can hear it.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, we're good. You don't have headphones. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
All right. Eighth anniversary, Saul.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, exciting. How you guys doing?
We are, well, maybe you're not asking me, but the guys in the comments probably.
Jonathan,
also you.
How are you guys doing?
Also you, Jonathan. Also
super sick.
I'm a bit I'm sick, yeah. So I'm a little bit confused.
What's the temperature over Sweden, Jonathan?
I think it's like -10 Celsius.
-10, so it's nice.
It's free. The -10's freezing, bro. What you on about? We cry about 10 degrees.
couple of weeks ago we had -30, and that's like when it gets above -20, that's cold. That's cold. -10, that's all right. That's all right.
Back in a minute.
But it kind of goes up and down. So we had like some days we have, like a couple of days ago we had plus, and then now we have minus. There's like you can basically take your ice skates outside. It's just so slippery outside. It's crazy.
You don't need a fridge, huh? You can just leave the food outside. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Hey guys, good to see you all, traders. Good to see you.
For all of you all of you new guys joining here now. I see that we're getting more and more viewers for every second. I want you guys to go to the link in the URL, or click the URL in the description. It's also scrolling here below me. It's the5ers.com/8th anniversary. We are doing massive giveaways, and there's also 10% off on all programs right now. So make sure you go to the link and sign up to be able to get an account for free. Right, gold.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, like I said, this is super messy. I mean, when I'm looking at the forehand and I see stuff like this, I usually, and there's a reason why I haven't traded gold in January, just because it looks awful in my opinion. It's all over the place. But again, like I'm viewing this from a 4-hour perspective, and then if you go like lower, obviously you can go into the 15-minute. I mean, I do see a possible good looking trend here on the lower time frames, but on the 4-hour it's just wicks all over the place, which I don't really like that. So for me, if I'm gonna be trading gold based on the 4-hour, one thing we could do is like trade based on this level, which I would view as the middle of the range. So if we put a range on here, we get something like that. So if I trade based on that level, we might want to try to get in here or a move up to the range highs. But I think that's about it. Other than that, I would probably have to wait for gold. If I'm going to swing trade this, I want to wait for gold to break the lows or actually break the highs. But then on the lower time frames, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I have a very bad read on gold.
Yeah, gold's a little bit tricky. Yeah, a little bit tricky today.
I mean, you got some type of range here.
Yeah, we'll see if it breaks the top of that range, because it failed to break it a minute ago. So
yeah, I mean, on the lower time frames, we had the same. Like, I mean, I might want to take it up here, perhaps. You know, a some sort of perhaps
so
either
the TP. I've got a TP for 2035.
2035. This is 2036. That's
wow,
very close. Let's put it at 5. Yeah, that makes sense. That's that low right there, and then you kind of go to the left. You see that it's very good looking. I would actually, you know what? I would add a level here and incorporate that wick right there. And now you look at that TP, and it's like at the very high of that area. So I would probably TP in the middle, just to make sure that you kind of, because if there's a lot of
just in case.
Yeah, if there's a lot of money waiting to sell gold here, then you're not gonna get filled up to top of that level, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, so we have in 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes, we got the 4-hour candle closing, which means possible trade setups for me at least, and also looking at my open positions, at least on NCD CAD, this candle that we have kind of confirms kind of confirms. Guys, I need to get some water. I'm out of water, and
you want to do a 10-minute, or do you want to just go up? And
Solius got here.
I'm fresh. I'm fresh.
Right.
Go and you looking
Back
at
in a
anything?
couple of minutes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's any news that's going to surprise me before I start trading now. Okay, I think we're good. So I was trading a little bit before the trading session. I'll share my screen for a minute, Alex.
Yep, go for it. Click it. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
So I'm looking at Euro USD and pound USD and Euro USD. I'll give you my brief analysis. So starting on the dailies, Euro had this nice, demand area, and we approached that demand area on a very weak way. That was a good opportunity for the market to react to that area. In fact, we had, this very bullish day, and then Friday, NFP just turned everything upside down. So we have a very strong reaction to the downside. We broke through that demand area, and we continue all the way to the next demand area, which is down here, and that's where we are right now. But so that changed a little bit not the bias, but for sure the momentum from upside to downside to bearish. So that kind of aligns of what I'm trying to do or to achieve. If we see that the demand area we're trading right now, we can see, I'll show you. Okay, so that's the demand area. That's what it was generated. We tested it a few weeks back, and we had a nice reaction from it. And then today, I think it's this today, we tested it again. We reacted, and we've been testing it a couple of times now. So this demand area is like you don't know how many times it's going to hold. But we see every time now. This last reaction wasn't a good reaction, wasn't a strong reaction of the demand area, and we pushed strongly again towards that demand area. So kind of my momentum or my bias for the day is to the downside. So now I'm looking for the market to to have these little pullbacks, and then I'll be looking to take the short positions. So prior to the session in the morning, for the first test, I believe it was this test or this test, I did take a couple of buy positions, testing the test of the demand area, and then I took a couple of more trades, to the short side. So now if I'm going to start scalping, my bias will be to the short side. On a 1 minute chart, I will keep my this setup. I'll keep it open as long as we stay below those levels right there. So I'll start getting ready to short the market, and then I'll find where do I want to be active, so I can see kind of this area right there, and that's pretty much that. We have that. We have a little bit there, and probably the end of the area. So as the market approaches those levels, I'll start to short, or I'll attempt to short the market, and we'll see what happens. So let's just start with one, early, and we'll see what happens. I just don't want to be clicking a lot, because I think you get the feedback of every time I click the mouse. So
no, click away, man. Click away.
Click away, huh?
Yeah, click away. Like I'm trying to go long at the moment, so you're selling
on Euro USD.
On pound, basically against the dollar. I'm expecting the dollar
on a pound. Pound is in a similar situation. Pound did have a stronger reaction. So I see the argument of going short. I'll just try to get 3 pip movements to the downside, or I'll see how this behaves.
Somebody said on a 600k account, why are you opening only one lot? What's your answer to that, Sal?
Yeah, that's what I open when I'm with you, because I'm very, very bad at multitasking. I'm thinking, I'm speaking, and I'm doing everything. But when I'm off charts, I kind of do the same I'm showing you here, but with larger lot sizes. So instead of going with one lot size, I'll go with, let's say, 10 lot sizes. But I just want to show you kind of the process. During the trading sessions, I'm not focused on the outcome or making money. I just want to show you the process that I follow. And then when I'm off trading room, I take the same process trades, just with larger lot sizes. That's the idea.
It's quite hard as well to trade live in front of people, because I think when you do it, it kind of, you naturally want to trade, open trades up, because you don't want to be sat here and people are doing nothing. So you kind of, sometimes you can make mistakes trading live, and It's difficult sometimes. But gold is pushing up a little bit. Let's see if it can break that 15 EMA. I'll just quickly share just so that people can see what's currently happening. So we've got the position, pretty much the same position. If you can see, you got the same kind of pattern, the same kind of thing on pound to what you have on gold, really. So
it's a bit weird. I'm what economic news calendar are you guys looking at? Is it
FX book?
FX
I look at
book?
Forex
Okay,
Factory.
yeah, so yeah, I think Forex Factory is good because when I look at look at this. This is on TradingView. So right now I got high importance for Canada. I got the PMI Canada, and then when I look at dailyfx.com, it's not there. But then we have NCD. Is it? I gotta reload this. Maybe haven't reloaded. It has. So this is NCD. High impact news, and then on TradingView we don't have that one, but we have
check Forex FX book. They've got a good calendar, man.
That's FX. All right, yeah. But it's weird though. It's so I guess it's important which calendar you're looking at. Guess my Forex Factory is the one of the original ones. Has been around for a very long time.
Looks like it's rejecting that 15 EMA.
Oh man, is that the USD? All right.
Yeah, so Sol's going short.
It's
quite relaxing. Do you sometimes feel like trading's quite relaxing? Like you get into a position, you can't.
Oh, really?
You know, sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it's really stressful, but sometimes when you're in a position, it's just going your way. It's relaxing.
When it goes in your way, it's relaxing.
When it goes in your way, it's relaxing. When it doesn't.
But here, I'm asking the market to give me 3 pips, and it's not willing to. So it's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. So I went through my alerts, and I don't really.
See if I can squeeze one. Come on.
Oh, you've already taken some profits. Oh, big boy, look at that slam dunk for Sol.
Okay, let's just give it to me. The thing is, we're right at that tick where might find some support, but if we manage to break that little tick, we have the door open to go all the way down here. So that's what I'm trying to. Let's see if we can grab that. So see, it's amazing. Sometimes amazing how it reacts exactly at the same tick. So let's see if we're right there.
Why do you have that TP? Why not have? Because we're talking about that level, and it's like reacting exactly to that level.
Yeah. So initially, my initial target was right there. I should be taking profits right now. But I took 2, so I say, okay, let's try to squeeze a little bit more. If we manage to break that tick support there, we have a little like gap there, and I might squeeze extra. Not much, peep and a half. So just to see if we manage to break it. Sometimes it's not worth it. You're risking your unrealized profit just for an extra peep and a half. But that's also a great target area. And then you bank the profit. If you have a pullback, you short again. So
yeah, US is about to open, or it's just opened, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'll take it. and then I wait for the next setup.
Pound, I might get out a pound. It doesn't really look too good at the moment on a 15.
All right, guys. I think I have to take a break and
Yeah, man.
get some rest
We're-
and prepare for tomorrow's live stream. Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully I'll be feeling great again, and we'll talk about that.
Absolutely, Jonathan.
The presentation, how to create a system. I think that's gonna be very, very useful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
See you guys
Jonathan.
tomorrow.
We'll see you,
Have fun.
see you
See you,
tomorrow,
Jonathan.
man.
Bye.
I think I'm gonna have to scratch these positions.
That's what I was. That's what I was. I wasn't patient enough, because I saw there was a reaction.
Yeah, I've just
long
got
as we-
out of pounds.
As long as we
for a
broke
scratch.
the tick, we had the bearish candle all the way to where my second target
Yeah.
was played. Doesn't matter.
So the reason I got
Yeah,
got out of pound is just the reaction is just, it doesn't seem like it can break up that high. Gold I'm still in, but it's just rejected again off the 15-minute the 15-minute EMA. So let's see.
You're long on gold.
I was long on gold, long on pound dollar, but I've just closed it off. And Mickey's looking at me and he's like, he wants to go to sleep. He thinks this stream is really boring. Let's go. What does he want in a stream? We're concentrating. We're trying to do stuff. I don't know what he wants. Maybe we should get Mickey on here so he can make this stream more interesting.
Let's see what he does.
Every time I ask him, he's too busy. He's too busy for the 5ers. That's what Michael Cat's too busy for the 5ers. Did you get in there? So you're waiting. You're still going short. So you're just waiting for every pullback, every kind of little bit of showing of strength. You're just gonna short it.
Yeah. Again, my as long as we stay below this, this level right there, kind of my bias is neutral short. But then now I need to wait for a good setup, that allows me to go short. So right now, I'm just on a waiting game.
The bullfighter. Love these emojis, these gifs. It's so sick.
Let's see if we find anything else. So you're long gold. What else are you looking at, Alex?
No, so I that's it. I already took the trades for today. The beginning of the day, I was short pound, and it ended up coming back up, taking me out. Then changed. I had a look at gold and got a nice trade up to the 15-minute EMA on gold. So I made back basically all the money that I lost. And now I'm taking smaller risk. And after these trades, I don't think I'll be getting in anything else for today. I think it's enough trading, in and out too much is also not good. We had a question here though, Sal.
Yep.
What challenges do you encounter while scaling your prop trading firm, and what advice do you have for somebody looking to expand their trading operations? So you talking about a prop firm, or are you talking about the prop challenges and the prop money, the funding? I don't quite understand the question.
I think it was related to scaling the prop firm activity, if I got it right.
Got any emojis with Lambo? No, I don't think I have. Let me see what emojis I've got. So I got Mr. Money Guy. Yo. I've got the Fighting the Bear, Street Fighter style. We've got the Bear versus the Bull, 5ers style. They're cute, And then obviously Mr. Slam Duncan. But it's a shame that they don't come back with any sound effects, It's just the visuals. We want
just the visuals. Any way to add some sound?
Yeah, we need to add a little bit of sound.
Yeah. Yeah, happy anniversary. Yeah, guys, has been a long journey. I mean, Alex, you've been here a couple
Nearly
of years
3
now.
years.
3 years.
Nearly 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, and we see the trends, and we see the industry, and we see that we face different challenges, and it's just amazing to see the amount of work and the amount of projects that we are able to release. And this year is going to be a very good one. All the technology infrastructure we're working on is going to boost everything we're doing right now. So it's going to be an exciting year for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I need
of gold.
I need something moving.
Something moving.
Yeah.
Gold. No, let's have a look. What about?
Because yours kind of just like losing momentum. It just we had this little nice impulse that I managed to short, and since then we're just going nowhere. So
should we have a look and see what Bitcoin is doing? Just everything seems quite choppy. Bitcoin anyway looks choppy. If you're good at trading ranges, then Bitcoin is probably your most favorite asset in the world. If you know how to trade ranges.
Trade ranges. I've never traded Bitcoin. I never traded crypto. I just buy and hold. I've never traded it, so I'm kind of not used to the lot sizes and the volume. I need to get some practice in it.
Yeah.
Dollar franc just breaking something. Let's look at that.
Yeah, better pump them bags, them Solana bags. Solana is the best crypto coin in the world. Disclaimer, not financial advice, obviously. After I told everybody in the office to buy Pepe, I think Alon, one of the guys in one of the success agents here, I told him to buy Pepe. I actually got out, and Alan didn't. I think Alon, you're still in Pepe. Yeah? You're in profit though.
Like your advice to buy Luna at that time.
Hold on a second. I think a lot of people did.
I'm not listening to you. Any
People did 6x on my advice with buying
not
Luna
listening
at
to
$1.
You. Never again.
Definitely. I think maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should open up a channel for just crypto. Just do crypto, talking about crypto all the time.
This is the dollar franc one. It's I don't see any correlation to anything. It's just dollar franc. So maybe it's a franc mover. It's not a dollar mover. Looks good. Let's see if we can do something about it.
You're gonna try and jump on that momentum.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm trying to find
coming up to resistance. No.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to be a very long-lasting one. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, but it's actually a break. Okay, that's like a confirmed break. We have a nice demand created. So let's see if on a pullback I managed to buy.
Oh, I'm getting itchy fingers. What should we trade?
Because we have some room. There's like at least 15-20 pips to the upside for this to run. So let's see if I can get a deep enough pullback, and I'll try to buy this. And then that's kind of the breaking area and the demand area. So ideally, I pull towards that area. The trade could be valid all the way down to this pivot. So I do need a deeper pullback.
Dude, I didn't receive my account. It's funny because the exact dude that is writing this. There's obviously a couple of dudes with the same name, because all 3 people that won yesterday got their accounts yesterday. So, but we get a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of scammers that after a couple of hours come in and start changing their names and changing their profile pictures and all sorts of things. But the 3 people got their accounts. It's very relaxing music.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
Yeah. So what is the plans for the 5ers this year, Sal, since we've got you on stream?
We got a couple. There's this very large project. Traders are not aware. It's not something happening on the front of the company, but it's the all the technology refactoring. We're going out with the competitions. We're going out with a very large educational project, and we're going to implement some AI into our flows. We're supposed to do a redesign to the website finally.
Woo!
But those are projects that are going to take some time, and of course in the middle, in between, there'll be a lot of cool features, add-ons to some additions to the dashboards and journaling into the dashboards, and a lot of cool stuff happening.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. What are you thinking, Sal? You waiting for price to come down?
Yeah, I wanted a deeper pullback. That never came. So now,
please wind up the stream and start the giveaway. We're enjoying ourselves being with you, buddy. You gotta relax, enjoy the music, enjoy the fantastic gifts, like my guy here with the dunk. Poof, the 5ers dunk. Just gotta enjoy being here. I think I feel like last month was quite difficult trading. I don't know, it was quite difficult for me anyway. I feel that this month's going to be a lot more directional, but I hope it's going to be a lot more directional anyway.
Yeah, last month, if we look at the Euro USD, we were, or even the pound. Pound is even clearer. We're just stuck in that range, and
looks heavy though. Looks heavy. It looks like it wants to come down, but now it has.
Last Friday, the NFP was like the trigger to the break to the downside, but now it's just very quickly met demand. So let's see if it's going to hold and then the reverse and continue higher, or it's going to break that demand. And the break of this demand, that will be like a confirmation of a long bearish impulse that's going to come. But yeah, last month it was just choppy and sideways and very challenging. Okay, let's see.
Might have closed that pound position a little bit prematurely. Looks like it's holding.
You're long.
No, I actually closed. I actually closed the gold and the pound positions. But they look like they're holding. They look like they're about to do a little bit more of a push up. So I'm already out, and gold is pushing up. So I'm going to be sidelined, I think. Yeah, guys, get those likes up. Let's see which one I got. I got a gift for that. And make sure you subscribe as well for daily education and daily content with giveaways. But I think people are starting to enjoy the streams. We're getting loads of feedback. We've got some really good guests coming on. Some profitable traders here at the 5ers. We've got some Bitcoin traders, institutional traders, a lot of stuff coming up for these streams. So all your feedback as well, go into the comments. Make sure you leave us feedback, things that you want to see, things that you'd prefer. Maybe if we change it up a little bit, just let us know so we can do all of those things.
So why do you close your trades, Alex?
I closed my trades because it seemed gold seemed like it was rejecting the 15 EMA. I'll show you. Oh God, I hate MT5, honestly. Why isn't it moving, man? Maybe we should get C Trader some.
We're about to.
Oh, we're working. Yeah, the secret's out. No.
Yeah,
We
an extra
do need to
platform.
change it up.
Not sure it's going to
An
be
extra.
C-Trader, but yeah, we're interested in more platforms.
Yeah, so the trade was. Let's have a look. So my original buy was here, take it up to the 15 EMA, and nobody can see that because it's gone a 5 minute. Oh mate, honestly, it's killing me, this platform. So the first trade was here. So we took it up to the 15 EMA. Came back down, noticed that it was holding, so then I bought again, and I got out here after. I thought, to be honest, when you say you're going short, it does give me a little bit of a, ooh, you know, maybe he knows something that I don't know, you know. But I've already done the money for today. I don't need to push it for extra profits. But I closed that. Pound also looks like it's pushing up. Pound, I wanted to take it to the 15 EMA. To be honest, you can probably still get in there. Stop underneath these lows here, and then take it up to that 15 EMA. What's that? It's about $100 for a 1-lot trade. Let's see. If it breaks the top of there, take it to the 15 EMA. Should be around about 200. 177. Which is quite silly because I actually got out of it after that kind of pin bar. But also at the top of this range, it's already had a big rejection. Went up again, had another rejection with a bit of a pin bar. I was like, you know what, better off just to close it. But we're back in. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so now the market is at the area I was interested in buying. The only thing I don't really like is the fact that it came to test the demand area in a very strong way. So usually I want, ideally I want the retest of the area to be like a pullback, several candles approaching that area and not just one strong bearish candle. But anyways, I got in one time. Now there's the reaction. Let's see if this reaction has some follow through. And if not, I'll see how price action behaves around the demand area. And I either add to that position, or maybe I'll have to take the loss if there's no good continuation to the upside. So let's see.
Yeah,
let's see
we're taking opposite sides again. So you're buying dollar. I'm basically selling it.
Yeah, but this is specifically like this is a franc movement. So this case we might both be wrong or right. So let's see what happens.
Imagine if we're both wrong on stream. Gosh.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
That would be super embarrassing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah? Okay. There should be some momentum to the upside. There shouldn't be a lot of trouble feeling I saw this candle forming real time. There wasn't a lot of up and down movement, so there should be some continuation to the upside. If that fails to happen, I might have to close this trade for a loss.
Yes, he did. And I don't think that's the actual real guy. If he is the real guy, I apologize. But everybody yesterday got their accounts. Can you add DXY?
Yeah, the DXY is the dollar index. I don't know if there's a way to trade it. I mean, I'll ask the our feed provider and the LPs, but I don't think there's a way to trade the dollar index with our LPs. So the dollar index is more like for analysis and having an idea of what's happening with the dollar, but I'm not sure how can that be executed. But I'll have a look at that.
So I don't know if I can do this without showing this guy's. Yeah, people are gonna run to. Can I do this without showing any? Oh god! Oh no, it's not showing. Just because we got so many scammers, it's so annoying to. So annoying to have people try and to scam these giveaways. But let me just show, just in case people are, just for transparency's sake. So there you go. Hi, so what should I do? What should I do? Thanks for tuning in. So I don't know if that's the real guy or not, but the person who was on the stream, he got his account. Oh, we're pushing up.
I was very close to take profit. It's just not giving it. Let's see if the market can. Whoa, there we go. Nice. So that was a nice trade.
Did I missed it on the. But anyway, we got Sal got the dunk, guys. He got the dunk.
Yeah, right there.
And he got another one.
So that's a buy the book trade.
Trading, son. Some beautiful trading.
You got the break, you got the retest of the demand area, and you got the reaction. Now we move on. Let's see what else we got. But we're doing good today. We're doing good.
We are doing good. It's actually not been too bad. Let's have a look. Ooh, gold. Rejected that 15 EMA again. Probably a lot of traders as well, when they saw it was going on top of there, probably got in, and a lot of those traders would be offside now. Closed underneath. If they're offside, they're going to more likely to close, probably push momentum down to the downside. We will never know. Why is everybody putting enter? Everybody's putting enter. That's not the code word, guys. What did you say, Sal?
You were long pound dollar, didn't you?
I was long pound dollar, and I closed it. I closed it after this pin bar on the 15-minute. This one here. Because the way that I was looking at it was, obviously we've been grinding up here. It's got to the top of, let's say, the top of this range. It's clearly rejected. It rejected this time, rejected again with quite a fast movement down. Prices then tried to go back up to break that high, and then it's had a pin bar looking like it's rejected that area again. So I was like, okay, then I'm just going to close the position. But then price looked again like it was holding, so why not go back in with a little bit less risk, Today I've been trading a lot of 10 lots and stuff like that. So now it's only one lot. So I'm not going to give too much of my profits back.
Yeah.
That's it. And this is, by the way, guys, this is a challenge account. This is a 5ers high stakes second stage. So wouldn't be putting on that much risk on a live funded account. Just for the disclaimer.
Yeah, now we wait. So
now we wait. Are we gonna get another dunk? Now that is the question.
I've done 2 already, so now's your time, Alex.
Yeah. Now we had one at the start of the stream, and we had two break evens. Now let's see if we get another one. How do you handle false signals and market noise when relying on technical analysis and decision making? Tough one. What do you reckon, Saul?
I think on the depending on the time frame you're looking at, you will have more false signals or less false signals. So on the 1 minute chart where I'm used to trade, I'm mindful that there will be a lot of false signals. And that's why I never go very heavy on my first entry, and that's why you see me building into my positions, and I don't rely on being very precise on my entry, but I build around a whole setup or an area where I want to be active in a certain direction. So I don't mind if I get these false signals, because I know I'm never too exposed in order to correct whatever scenario comes. But if you want to avoid like false signals, I would suggest going into larger time frames and adding layers of confirmation. Like you have key levels, a strong key level you want to be active in, or maybe the chart patterns you want to trade, or the candlestick pattern, or whatever is your system. And then, I don't know if you use indicators, but indicators can give you an extra layer of confirmation. So like having like a checklist of things that going to give you more precision on your trading. Other than that, just remember, understanding and always remembering that you're not responsible for the outcome of the trade. You can just focus on your process, and even a good process can end up on a losing outcome. But the idea is to continue with that process consistently, so you can have the edge on your side, and over a long period of time, being in the money.
Yep. Wonder how many likes. Does somebody want to tell me how many likes we've got on here? For some reason, I can't see them.
I hate going against you, Alex.
You hate going against me, but what have you seen?
I don't see anything on the pound dollar, but I know you trade pound dollar, but I'm just reading price action on Euro USD.
Yeah,
it's easy to see how the momentum, at least right now, is to the downside. We see, if we
100%.
analyze how long it took to the market to move this distance to the upside, and how many candles, and then how fast it just moved that same distance to the downside. So what was less effort to move to the downside. So that shows the momentum, the current momentum. That might be not related to dollar, because on the pound dollar
there was news on euro this morning.
Okay, so probably it's that. Yeah, I
the
don't see
DAX
I don't
had
see the
quite
same
a big
movement on the pound, but on the Euro USD at least.
Yeah.
At least current momentum is to the downside. And
Let me get the giveaway ready. Dun, 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 dun. Let me do this. It's still pushing up. Still pushing up. Oh God.
but you're really waiting for that breakout to come, right? Like,
Yeah, it still needs to. No, I think it looks good. It's obviously broken up the top of these highs here. It looks good. You can say in this little bit of structure, to be honest, it's not going to be fully. It's still bearish, but in that structure, it's starting to make a little bit of a change of structure. It hasn't broke another low. It's made a little bit more of a, could you say, higher high maybe? It's broken, made a bit of a higher high, a higher low. Maybe it's going to make another higher high, higher low in this structure, and then it's going to drop down again. Who knows? But that's the thing for me. I feel like I can get the smaller moves within the structure is a lot easier for me than catching those big moves. Like, I didn't catch any of this big move here, but I did catch this teeny move here, and that was enough money because it was on a high lot size as well. So
yeah,
I didn't really care,
yeah.
but it's I did miss out on 100 pips maybe. I wonder what other people use. Do you guys use C Trader or Trading View or what, DX Trade? Or tell us what you guys use and what's really good, because MT5 is great, but MT5 is clunky as hell. Okay, let's get this giveaway sorted. You got a C Trader in the building. MT5, Trading View, C Trader. Wow, he still uses old MT4. MT5, Trading View, C Trader. Nice.
Yeah, and TradingView, of course, TradingView is great. It's just, TradingView, they will not connect to non-brokers. So we've talked to them. Maybe one day they will convince that they need to connect with us. I think this is the moment of truth for pound dollar. Yeah.
I tell you what, this is absolutely diabolical, man. Moving it. There you go. That's probably a bit better. Because you can't really see it on the streaming software. I'm looking at, there you go. There you go. You can see it a little bit better. See the price action a little bit better. Has anybody got any last questions for Saul? Or if you want to ask me anything towards the end, because I want to obviously answer the questions that people have about their trading, anything like they want to talk about, and then we'll get on and do the giveaway. And then you guys, if you are interested in stock trading or you're interested in keeping the stream going, Trade Delicious is having a fantastic stream after this. They're actually trading equities at the moment, so they're already probably in positions. So after this, you guys will be redirected to Trade Delicious. So definitely go over there, give them some love, check out what they're doing, because they've got a fantastic stream. So much education, so much content. So you guys will be redirected there afterwards. But yeah, okay. How do you handle periods of drawdown or losses, and what adjustments do you make to your trading strategy in such situations? So I'll answer this, and then I know Saul has got some great advice on stuff like this as well. So I will only change. Well, if I'm in a drawdown, if I'm in a losing streak, if I've lost confidence, so I start to say to myself, oh, I don't know if this is working. I don't know if I'm any good at trading. You know, that kind of inner talk that a lot of us traders have when we're on a losing streak. In that respect, I will then lower my risk quite a lot, probably to even half or even tenth of what I would normally risk, until I build up my confidence again, and then I'll put my risk back to normal. Because the problem is, when you over leverage and you revenge trade to get that money back, as I say always, then it actually affects your confidence as well. And sometimes you need to just bring it all back, lower the risk, build back your confidence again, and then start risking the same as normal. Because if you go into a drawdown and then just cut your risk straight away, it's going to take you ages to get out of that drawdown. So I only really cut the risk if I've had my confidence has taken a hit, or if I've made a lot of money on the day and I don't want to continue with the same amount of risk, then I will cut the amount of risk just so I don't give the market back all of the profits that I've taken. What about you, Sam?
No, absolutely. The important thing is to understand what led you to the drawdown. Is it something you're doing, or is it something within the strategy? Maybe being, a strategy meant to be, for trending markets. Maybe you're applying it on the wrong context, on ranging markets. So for that, you need to again have a clear record of what you're doing. If you're not interfering with your strategy, to find out if it's something that you're interfering with the strategy, leading to these mistakes and then to drawdown, or if you're executing your strategy very orthodoxly, and then the strategy is what's not working right now. So then you need to to tune, to understand why it's not working and to tune it. You mentioned, right, Alex, you need to reduce your lot size, start focusing again on the process, on the pips, on the performance. And once you are back on track and you rebuild your confidence, then you increase lot size again to start making money again. But before making money again, you need to rebuild that trust in your strategy, and that's only by focusing on the process. That's it.
Yep.
Okay, you're looking great, and now we're going to be aligned finally, Alex.
Why? What are you seeing now?
Because you're long pound dollar, and I want a short dollar this time. So dollar
okay.
franc has a very strong movement to the downside. So I'm just waiting for a pullback, and I'll start shorting that impulse to the downside. So
why are interviews taken after most traders? We have hundreds and hundreds of traders passing every week. We don't do interviews for every single trader. Only a trader that there's been some risky activity, for saying 10 different IPs, groups of traders with exactly the same trades at the same time. Those are the only traders that have to do interviews. But everybody else, they pass, they do their own KYC, which takes literally 5 minutes on their hub, and then they pass, they get the approved account, and they're trading just like that. It's the most easiest, simplest way of getting funding in the world. Like, I can't even explain how easy it is.
Easier than?
Go on, give me something, Sal. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Boom. Okay, guys, we are gonna give. So I don't see there's no more questions coming in. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put in the magic word of the day. And this is going to enter you into the giveaway. We'll give it 5 minutes and then we will figure out how many people we are giving the 250k bootcamp accounts to. So the magic word is, in fact, the magic word. So you guys have got it. There you go. Here we go. So we got 7 entries, 14 entries. Just keep using the magic word, copy and paste it in, and you would be entered into the draw. I think we're gonna have Yanis on here as well. He's another funded trader as
Nice.
well with us.
When is he coming?
We'll probably try and get him in next week. And I think his YouTube is the Conscious Day Trader, isn't it? His YouTube channel. I can't remember.
Conscious, yeah.
Conscious Day Trader. We've got some really good guests coming on, guys. Loads of information, loads of contest. Loads of content, stuff that really does actually help your trading. I think most of the biggest thing is actually just being around other people that are just trading constantly. Like everybody in here, I'm sure you all are trading. You're at your computers, you're with us, you're putting on positions, you're listening to us, you're relaxing. You know, it's better than, you know, being on your own without anybody trading. Sometimes it gets difficult like that. That's why we do these live streams to, you know, everybody be together. Everybody knows what everybody's going through. You have the good days, the bad days. And we are in this together. Taking the market on one by one. Are you in your flat that you're not in any positions at the moment, huh?
So waiting for the pullback that is not coming.
I hope you guys have liked the stream. It's we got another one tomorrow where we'll be scalping. Sal, you're going to be with us tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, not a full session, but yeah, but some of it.
Lovely stuff. Okay, we got our 2 minutes. Make sure you are all liked and you are subscribed. You're putting all your information, putting the magic word into the comments so it enters you in. Not capitals, just all underscore. You can just copy and paste what I've put. Let me just check how many likes we got so I know how many accounts. And give us some feedback afterwards. Go on to our YouTube, go into the comments, tell us what you want, tell us what guests you want. Just tell us everything so we know what we can do to improve these streams. $671. So it's only going to be 2 bootcamp accounts today, unless we get 750 in the next minute, which is definitely doubtful. Okay, I'm just going to change the screen around. Okay. super laggy for some reason. Here it is. The moment that you have been waiting for. The first one. Magnus. Amazing. So you are the first winner. Make sure you send me an email to alex@the5ers.com straight away with a screenshot of your profile, of this, everything, and send it to my email, and then I can open the account for you. And do that before the scammers see, because otherwise they may take it. I'm pretty good at sussing who's real and who's not. Just make sure you send it on time. And John, the second winner for today's stream. Woo-woo. Woo-hoo. There you go, guys. So thank you very much for being here today. Again, those winners, go and send me an email with the screenshots, making sure everything is in line, your name, I can see everything. Obviously, the 8-year of the 5ers anniversary. So you do get 10% off every single program, even the hypergrowth program. Go into the description. You've got the link there, and you can go and you can register. There is, was it like $1 million worth of prizes as well on top of that? So you've got so much going on there. Yeah, the giveaways there. So you just got to register your name, and that's it. We're going to be redirecting you to Trade Delicious, where they are equity day trading from now. All of them are in positions. They are ready for you, and I'm sure you're going to like the content over there. So go over there, give them some love, like their stream, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
Hi guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Now make sure you like and subscribe, and most of all, go into the YouTube and check our other content that we provide here at The 5ers.